It's like split camera. Come on, let's go. Let's dive in. Enjoy the show. Hey. Turn the tipplers loose. Hey. What? Yes, turn it. Bo. Bye. What's up, people? Turning the tipplers loose. That's what they call us.
Yeah, loose like a goose.
All right, guys. Well, welcome to our first, not only, I guess, our first live.
Yeah, the first live.
Our first live podcast. Like the first time we were ever live and you guys seeing our face instead of just conversation.
My sexy face.
Yeah. Oh, your sexy face. Yes.
My dimples. Yeah.
You got dimples. You got the dimples. You got the shave going on.
All clean.
Nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Bone color.
Pop it. Hey. Y'all, we tripping. You see, he can't get enough. He says he doesn't like himself on camera, but he just acting so vain right now.
I don't. I have a camera fear.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do too. But I felt like this was like the next best way to kind of get our podcast out there, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like podcast, some people are like, okay, I'll listen, but I think once they see our face and interact, it'd be a lot better.
I'm down for it.
You down for it?
I just drink a lot more this time.
to numb,
to keep my body
numb
right,
yourself.
my mind right.
Oh gosh! All right, guys. So,
and I don't even know what the difference is, to be honest.
You don't know what the difference is.
Why would I care versus the camera versus just audio?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, I get it though. I get what you're saying, but I think this will be something good for us. All right,
let's roll.
Let's
tell
roll.
what we're drinking. What are we drinking?
So what are we drinking? Oh my! What are we drinking, guys? Well, we have a cool, refreshing drink today. Tell us what's in it.
I'll tell you what. First, we got an ounce shot of Southern Comfort.
Okay.
An ounce shot of tequila. An ounce shot of vodka. Then we came in with some triple sec, some
orange juice.
Orange juice, and we leave out one more almond, the lime, and then the almond.
The almond liqueur.
Yeah.
Yep. So Southern Comfort, tequila, vodka, lime, orange juice, triple sec,
and almond liqueur.
Almond liqueur. And honestly, y'all, look at it. It's so cute. It's so refreshing.
It'll sneak up on you, though. I'm telling you, it's going to sneak up.
It's a lot of alcohol. It's like, you had to laugh at it. It's like 3 ounces of, 3 ounces of liquor, different alcohol. But it doesn't taste like that. It's one of those like sneak up on you drinks like, ooh, this tastes so refreshing and delicious. The next thing you know, you'll be like, ooh.
But then the almond liqueur has liquor in it too.
I forgot about that. That's true. So cheers.
Whoa.
Let's get this show started. Now check this out. So since this is our first live podcast, I have to ask for forgiveness in advance. My facial expressions. Was you laughing? You forgot you was on camera? See? Our facial expressions and things we do is going to trip us out. So if my face is funny, or tripping, that's why, guys. It's just my facial expression. You see, he forgot he was on camera and he just biting into it.
Just now, boy.
But you did say those lines were good.
Yeah, those lines will hit the spot.
All right, guys. So, again, thank you so much for joining us on our first live podcast. Please, guys, share this. Share it on your timeline. Share it with your friends, your family. I want to give a shout out to everybody this week that has shared our podcast, that shared our link, our viewerships. Somebody said it's going to be amazing. Hi, guys. Thank you for everybody that shared. And the reason why I think it kind of hit a note with some people, and some people actually messaged me, because I put out there that it's a lot of my Facebook friends And it's a lot of people in general that have businesses, or they karaoke, or they DJ, or they're selling something or another. And I think sometimes we're so busy and immersed in what we're trying to do on a daily basis that we forget there's other people out here that's trying to do the same thing. So I said, look, you show me some love, I'm gonna show y'all some love. So that's what we've been doing all week. If you've shared our podcast, if you have reached out, and added your friends or shared our pages in any way, I want to thank you guys. And I'm letting you know, if you share us, if you shout us out, I will share your business on my page every time I see it. That's what I've been doing all week. Shout out to Teresa, karaoke. Shout out to CJ's Ices. They've been sharing our stuff and we've been sharing theirs. So thank you so much for the support. We gotta support each other out here. That's what it's all about sharing and sharing alike, and putting people out there and letting people know we exist, and we let people know y'all exist.
Exactly.
So thank you so much. So I wanted to start off the show by saying that and saying thank you. Also, if you are just tuning in to us for the first time, Turning the Tip with Zeus is basically just two people drinking
too much
and talking about different topics that are through the week, whether it's local, whether it's worldwide, nationwide, whatever the case may be. And tipplers is actually another word for people that drink. So that's what we are, the tipplers.
Ourselves into a drunken state.
Yeah, hopefully not too drunk to be on camera this time.
If I start going, kill the feed.
I'll be like, yep, cut it off. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna get into our topics this week. So let's go with Dr. Dre. How about that?
Talking about him. I like that. Where's the backlash coming from? So
this is the deal. So Dr. Dre, he posted on Instagram jokingly that his daughter got into USC.
But it wasn't a joke. She really did.
Listen though, with no jail time, right? But after he posted that, people started attacking him, saying that he donated $70 million to the school. So that's why he took the post down. And remember, we talked about that last week. Remember when the other story came out with Lori Loughlin and
those big
Felicity Huffman, when they actually bought their daughters in their way in school.
No, they stole. Well, they've made made them fake athletes, all kind of, they were ridiculous.
Athletes. And then we were talking about what's the difference when someone donates.
Well, see, that's the right way. That's why I didn't understand why they did it that way, but they just gonna do what Dr. Dre, not $70 million. That's a little much.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got billions of dollars. He could sacrifice $70 million. I mean,
sacrifice the million. I've been repping him his songs for years. Give me a little money.
Yeah, but that's the way to do it. Donate, not like, say, I'm gonna slip you $100,000 if you create a fake scholarship.
Though. So he's gonna put himself on blast, talking about how smart his daughter is. Got into school without me paying the school. But then he donated $70 million to school.
But see, I think that he probably wasn't thinking about it in that way. Because remember, we brought up just this same topic last week when we were talking about it. What's the difference between, I create a fake scholarship for my daughter to go to a school versus, let me slip you a little bit. I'm going to donate for this building and you name it
Pina Colada
building after me. And then, if you look out for my daughter when her application come through, then we good.
That was just dumb on Dr. Dre. They put that post knowing he basically built a dormitory for his daughter to go to in that school.
Well, sometimes we don't think because we're trying to be.
But I'm still mad at him though. That's the proper way to do it.
I do think that's the proper way, even though it might not be right, but it is the proper way. It's not illegal.
No,
it's not illegal to donate to a school and expect them to look out.
I don't see what the whole argument and fuss with that whole thing is anyway. Rich people did what rich people do. Take advantage of the system and cheat. Lie, steal. And kill.
And kill? They kill too, the rich people?
They do it all.
Oh, okay. Look, everybody does it all. It's just that the rich people get away with it.
Okay, fair. I will drink to that.
Drink to that. Cheers. All right, so let's talk about this other topic. The Avengers Endgame. Are you ready?
Am I ready? I've never been so excited for a movie. Had to wait so long. We all knew this movie was coming out.
Yeah. when the other movie came out,
but we knew we already knew they were a year apart. Mm-hmm. So it's been like 3 years waiting for this movie.
Right.
So it's like this hype level is to maximum capacity. It's gonna be 3 hours and 2 minutes long. I'm here for every single second of that experience. I'm gonna have to put a catheter on side because I gotta pee.
See that?
I'm gonna be sitting there peeing in my catheter.
But listen, I'm gonna tell you right. But this is a Facebook friend posted this saying it's 3 hours long. Leave the kids at home. You're right. I'm not taking my kids to see this movie. If I take them, and I think me and my husband was talking about this the other day. I'm not saying I don't want to take them to see the movie, but I'm definitely not going to take them to see the movie the first time I see it. Like, we're going to have to go, and then I'm going to have to make a special, like, provision for them to go, like, maybe that weekend.
Yeah.
And if they have to go to the bathroom, that's fine. We've already seen the movie.
Exactly.
I'm not taking these kids so they can be plucking them out after they don't drink all their soda, eat all their popcorn, and as soon as a good popcorn, I got pee. No. We're going to go a separate time because I'm excited about this. But you're right. I think as adults, though, we should be able to hold our pee for 3 hours unless you're drinking.
You see, you know me. That's like anytime I'm going to see a movie I really want to see, I have to take a few pre-drinks. Then I got my little flask. I take my flask and then have some drinks when good stuff happening in the movie. So I know I'm gonna have to pee somewhere.
So you're actually admitting on this podcast that you're taking alcohol into the movie.
Yeah. People take drugs in there and all kinds. Everybody do these days. I was just watching that movie Us, which Us let me down completely.
Oh yeah, tell us about Us.
Well, I mean, the first 30 minutes was great. I was enjoying it, but it fell off. It just, us movies when it hits that, it just can't get over the climax. Like when the people. Apparently Us arrived and it started that whole kind of like we trying to kill them part. The movie just plateaued right there. Never kind of got better.
Well, from what some people say,
and duller and duller. And
that's what somebody said. But then somebody also said that it was a deeper, I guess, meaning. Like some people may have been looking for a different type of movie, a different meaning, but then there was something deeper within that.
Well, I didn't find it. I'm telling you, I found boring. I got bored. And that was kind of like, the characters were. I hate movies. I know you got to be dumb to be in a horror movie in general. You just got to be dumb. That's how horror movies are made. You wouldn't have Jason Voorhees if you didn't have some dumb college kids run out in the field having sex and just making random dumb decisions.
Okay, that's
true.
Random
dumb. But I mean, these people were like making dumb decisions the one scene, the woman was in a car with the family, and the person was in front of her. Instead of just running them over, she got in the car. So I mean, it's just random dumb. Like, why? Well, but it wasn't a bad movie. It just was okay. It didn't live up to Get Out.
Okay.
Get Out was so great. And I went there with that same mentality, like, man, he is killing it right there. His second movie's going to be so good.
I was expecting a little more from Us, but I think I'm still going to go see Us because I want to support Us. Does that make sense?
Touché.
I mean, I'm just going to go see it. And I'm going to go see Mama. Is it Mama?
Oh, I'm going to see Mama.
Or Ma or whatever it is.
I think it's Ma. I'm going to go see Ma.
That.
But that looked like it looked true.
I want to see, and I love her as an actress. What is her name? Oh my God, help me. Gosh, what is her name?
Octavia Jones?
Octavia Spencer. Thank you. Octavia Spencer. I want to see that movie. I mean, I know she's a good actress in general.
But it looks like a classic good, what I call B movie. You got this random scenario, got these, like 8 kids probably, and they going over drinking with this woman. But from the trailer, like this woman is actually like the kids' parents must have did something to this woman in the past, and she come back to get revenge by killing the kids.
Well, we about to see because
that's what it looked like. But I want to see that movie. But back to Avengers though, I'm totally on. I'm so excited. And then Captain America, he can die. Iron Man, they better not kill Iron Man. I remember when he got.
But he would be the one that I would think would need to die.
When he got stabbed in the Infinity War, I was yelling, "Oh no!" Oh, I broke down in there. But thankfully he didn't die, so he can't die in this one. I won't be able to take it. I will walk out that movie.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I wouldn't be surprised if Hulk died either.
He ain't gonna die.
I mean, we're gonna see, but I'm excited. I really am. I want to see how this gonna go. You saw Captain Marvel too. You said that was surprisingly good.
That was surprisingly really good. I really enjoyed it.
So you never take me to any of these movies, so I don't have.
I tell you, Samuel Jackson, he need to make more comedies. I'm telling you, he's
funny, just naturally, like his natural voice. And the thing is, he acts like himself in every movie, so he's funny. Like he looks like the guy that I would love to just hang out with and talk and shoot, shit at the bar.
He's more, exactly.
He would be
He's
the
like
typical person. Like I would just think he was just so cool, just naturally.
Mhm.
I love him, especially when they came out with those commercials, and I was so shocked.
Oh,
Remember
the Capital One.
Capital One, when he said, hold on, what was he said? Every purchase. Every goddamn day. I said, ooh, or every day, or every damn day, or something. Boy, they cut that commercial quick. The parents was mad, like, oh, Samuel is cursing on this commercial.
National TV.
They cut that, but it was funny every damn day. I said, oh, Samuel, you getting it, child? But I love Samuel. He's funny. He's good.
Yeah, he's great. But yeah, I'm full excited about that movie.
Awesome.
Then Shazam coming out. I'm excited about Shazam.
You know what? I don't know much about Shazam, so I really can't talk about that too much. But the movie looks a little corny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is Shazam corny?
Yeah, he's more of a cheese ball.
Oh, so that explains.
But he's actually like a 13-year-old boy. He gets his powers and he looks like a full-grown man, but he's still 13.
Oh, so that's why it looks so kiddie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that explains it. So let's talk about dog beer. They are coming out with a beer. Watch your face. They're coming out with the beer for dogs. Dog parties just got more interesting. Now your pup can sit back and have a cold one with you. Some Houston bar owners, Megan and Stephen Long, they have pets of their own. They care about their pets. And they know their dogs have sensitive tummies. Foods that are safe for human consumption can be toxic for them. So since that's the case, they created their own dog treats, and they started creating doggy beer too. There are 4 flavors. IPA, a lot in the yard. IPA,
a lot in the yard. I like
that. Crotch sniffing ale.
Okay.
Mailman malt liquor.
Okay.
And session squirrel.
I don't know what that would mean.
So for you dog lovers out there, why would
so you don't love dogs?
I do love dogs, don't get me wrong. I love pets. I love cats, dogs. But why would I want to buy my dog a beer unless I'm trying to get my dog drunk with me? But this beer, I'm sure, doesn't get the dog drunk.
Most of my friends that have pets have gave a little bit of swig to the animals before and watched them walk around and stumble. The ones that drink, I'll say. So I can believe that a drinker would buy this. They buy themselves a beer and they pour up one for their dog too. Now, when Peter get their hands on this, Peter, that's a son of a bitch.
But I don't think it gets the dog drunk. It's not.
Oh, it don't get him drunk?
No.
Oh, never mind. That's just dumb.
Yeah, see, like the IPA a lot in the yard has pork, seasoned with turmeric, basil, mint, fennel, ginger, and celery. No alcohol.
So it's just a juice. So it's just a liquid you pour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would I want to get a dog beer if the beer
ain't gonna get him drunk
in a safe way? Like, why would I do that?
It's no way to make alcohol safe. People love animals more than they love humans in this world.
I get that.
Oh, you get that?
Yes. Not saying I do it, but there are humans that love
animals more than
humans.
Yeah.
That's why you would buy them a beer, I guess, that's not alcoholic. I don't know. That's crazy. I guess more power to the dog lovers. Y'all tell us, if you had a dog, would you buy it beer? Comment in the comment section right here.
Would you buy real beer or would you buy this fake beer?
Would you rather buy the dog a real beer or would you buy this fake beer just for the dog to drink along with you to pretend like they're drinking beer? And I'm sure it's going to cost more than your beer, right? Let's be realistic. If you're going to get a dog beer, that beer they can probably going to cost you about $5 or more.
Yeah.
It's just pointless to me. But hey, more power to the dog.
Yeah, I thought it was an alcoholic dog beer. That was good for dogs. I was like, Peter gonna go butt wild on them, boy.
Nope.
Be picket fencing them, boy.
Now this is nasty. I'm gonna read this to you.
How nasty is it? Like nasty, like
not like sexual nasty, but like germ nasty. You'll never guess what they found on McDonald's touchscreen.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
The article was aptly titled "Poo Found on Every McDonald's Touchscreen Tested." They swabbed 6 of the machines in England.
Mhm.
Okay, 6 in London and 2 in Birmingham. And each one of them had fecal matter or fecal bacteria on it. These cause the kind of infections that make people sick and end up in hospitals.
I mean, what do you want me to say? I'm not shocked. You know how many people? You know how people in the bathroom? You go in the bathroom and you sit there and they don't wash their hands. They walk out.
Talk about
so
that.
I'm not shocked by this at all.
I was going to talk about that. You would be surprised, and lady, I know, I'm sure ladies sit more than guys, you know, because y'all only sit to do one thing, but we sit, you know, to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
I used to sit in the bathroom and literally hear people come into the bathroom and go into the stall and walk straight out the door. Nasty people.
But especially if you pooping. Now, come on.
I don't give a god darn it if you pooping, peeing, pulling up your pants. The point of the story is if you walk into the bathroom, you need to wash your hands before you leave out because you've touched things in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Nasty people. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to be for real. And I hate to be, I'm not germophobic. Don't get me wrong. But you need to wash your hands. Like even if I'm in an area and it's so bad, people come out and be sick, got the flu, everything. They be in your vicinity when you at work, just a coughing all over the place, coughing in their hand instead of coughing in their. Come on, people, be respectful, you know, of your germs. Nasty. Don't you know if you don't wash your hands when you walk out the bathroom, everything you touch got your piss particles on it, got your poop particles on it. You touching a pen at, you know, at the desk, or you touch a doorknob, or you touch a door. That's nasty.
Yeah.
And then you want to shake people's hand. That's why I'd rather hug people personally.
You didn't put that poo-poo and pee-pee on my.
That's why I'd rather
clothes.
hug. Okay, but I'm gonna wash my clothes. How many times I'm really gonna wash my hands a day?
I rarely shake people's hand. I usually give a fist bump.
I either do a fist bump or I'll hug. I would rather hug a person because listen, if they hug me with their dirty hands, I'm gonna wash my clothes.
I remember used to be in church with this dude that was in the church I was going to, and he would be always digging his nose, doing the sermon and prayers, and just digging his mouth, nose, and coughing his hands, and then you do like what they call welcome. Something they do, you walk around, everybody shake hands.
And shake like a hand.
And he would always go to everybody after he dug his nose. He'd be shaking everybody's hand. Everybody was like, no. Everybody be giving him a hug. Or just the small people grab his wrist. You know, you grab somebody's wrist.
Yeah, like, to keep from shaking your hand. Just like that lady reached through the curtain the other day. I said, hey, all right. You go ahead. You get that.
But man,
child,
people are nasty.
And you hate to be like that, but you don't know what people have done with their hands. And my thing as a human thing, yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands when something obvious happens. Like if somebody come in my area and they just cough, I'm gonna spray my area down. I'm gonna wipe everything off because that's an obvious thing. But if it's not so obvious, I'm not gonna be washing my hands after every interaction I have with somebody.
Yeah.
And I've touched something unconsciously that they've touched. I might have not directly shake their hand. And that's why a lot of times, you know, I have my hand sanitizer, you know, because I caught the flu twice last year over some mess. And, you know, I just don't want to have to go through all that again. I just, you know, it's hard. It's hard out here. And you don't want to, you know, get no flus and diseases.
Thankfully, I don't get that sick that often. I think most people that get sick, adults have children that come from school and bring those things to them.
Yeah, but my kids didn't have the flu. I did, and I brought it home somehow and gave. Did I pass it to them? I can't remember. I think one of them got it.
I don't know.
But I normally isolate myself if I'm sick. I'll isolate myself in my room for like days, just to keep it from.
They call me Mr. No Sick.
I know what else they call you.
What else they call me?
I'm not going to say.
Tell the world.
They call you Mr. Asshole. Anyway, I love talking about schools because these people crazy.
What happened now?
All right, so it says terrified teachers were shot with pellets by trainers doing an active shooter drill. The terrified teachers were asked to go into a room, crouch down, and then they were shot, execution style. The episode wasn't an active shooter inside of a school, and the projectiles weren't bullets. But when the teachers were struck with air pellets during the school shooting drill at an Indiana elementary school, they were left bleeding with bruises when it was over. the executive director of the State Teachers Association, said. It doesn't make sense at all. I question the premise, but I think it was intended to simulate what you might experience in an active shooter situation.
Duh.
Saying he didn't know what the trainers were hoping to accomplish. It was a soft, round projectile. The key here is soft, but honestly, if you get hit with that kind of thing, it's going to leave a bruise on you regardless.
That's the common sense. These are teachers. They're so stupid they didn't realize that if I shoot you.
No, it was an outside company that came, I guess, to prepare them for an active shooter situation.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't know that, I guess, the gun was going to have air pellets.
So they didn't know they were going to get shot, for real. They thought they were going to run around with guns in their hand. Boy, these poor teachers. And I know, you know what's so funny, though? I bet the teachers, when they thought it was like an ocean's a drill. That's a high. Then when the woman got shot and started yelling like, poof. They probably thought they were getting shot for real. They probably...
Oh, gosh. Seriously, you know, this world is going to hell in a handbasket, boy. I don't understand. What is going on?
That is hilarious.
What made you think that it was okay to shoot these teachers?
And then after the teacher got shot, obviously they yelling and they bleeding. You think people would have stopped shooting though?
No.
But so they kept on shooting.
They were like, "This is real. This is how it's gonna be. This is real."
The execution style. They shot somebody in the back of the head with a. Who shoots somebody in the back of the head with any kind of weapon?
Oh boy, I tell you, boy, why? I don't understand why.
It's a day teaching the dangerous job. Teachers got to be
ready. It really
is.
I feel bad for the teachers because they.
I feel bad they get paid pennies and dimes.
Yeah, they do get paid pennies and dimes.
It's a labor of love.
Okay, so let's talk about the stupid people from Olive Garden.
Oh, tell me about these stupid people.
So, a Texas woman sues Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I'm sorry if we're not replying back. I don't see the comments.
Oh,
you know what, y'all? I'm so sorry. I wouldn't. Okay, somebody said they wouldn't because
that's because the nasties don't wash their hands.
Yeah, just touching the doors is bad. Y'all, this is our first live podcast. I did not know y'all were commenting. I apologize. Hey, Miss Denise, how y'all doing? My daughter's a teacher. I worry about her all the time. You know what? Let's back it up. You're right. It's very unsafe for teachers nowadays. And you know, since you're speaking of that, there were two situations this week. So, a Parkland, Florida survivor, she survived the school shooting, and then she takes her own life by suicide.
But you see, the daddy of one of the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's another story. The daddy of one of the Sandy Brook people that got killed.
Sandy Brook.
The Sandy Hook people, he actually committed suicide. So there was two different situations.
He committed suicide in front of either the city council or somewhere. Yeah, he made himself more of a martyr.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, it's hard out here that you want to, take your life because for this young lady, I guess she felt some sort, the Parkland, Florida survivor, I guess she felt like some kind of survivor's remorse probably. And then she was like, you never heard of it? You never heard of survivor's remorse?
Mm-hmm. No, what is that?
When
I survived and I'm sad because I survived?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't necessarily feel it. I'm just saying, I mean, I would feel bad, that everybody else died, but I wouldn't feel so bad where I would want to take my own life as well.
Mm-mm.
But then it could have been a combination.
But you could have lost a friend in the day. Tell her what.
That's what I'm saying. It could have been a combination.
Could have been something more to it. But no, I never heard of survivor's remorse.
Like if we were at a place and you got killed and I survived, I would carry on your legacy, but I guaranteed I wouldn't meet you in the end by killing myself.
Oh, thank you. Because I would fuss at you so bad when you come down there. You stupid. But let's not get on suicide. I would have. Let me stop. I call people that commit suicide stupid.
No. I get what you said. You calling me stupid for doing that. But I would, trust me, I would have a party every year in your honor. I would live it up.
Just one?
I would remember. What you want me to have more than
one party?
Oh, boy.
What's wrong with you? You lost
your mind. Could these be false stories distracting from the Trump investigation?
I didn't think nothing of that, to be honest.
I didn't think about that either. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know.
So who's that? Haywood?
yeah, I don't even know about all that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you, the world, like I already said, the world is effed up as it is. Who's to say that they're doing these stories to distract from whatever? To be honest with you, everything that's in the media could be derived because of one thing or another. They only tell us what they want us to know. They make up stuff all the time.
Well, you have to research. You got
to research. You got to do your thing. And most of the time when I'm pulling articles, I kind of make sure they're true stories. You know, a lot of times stuff when you're scrolling through Facebook is from some kind of site that don't even do their research. So I try to kind of get it from news,
some legitimate organization.
But then even when you get it from news sources, you don't even know if it's really real or not. I mean, the timing is odd. They said that she had PSD and survivor's guilt. See, I mean, survivor's remorse, survivor's guilt, same thing. When did you say she would come down? She would. Did you say when she come down there? Oh, talking about.
You know she going there.
I'm going to hell.
You put me in hell. I'm glad she picked up on.
When did I say I was?
When I go down there.
That is a lie. I did not say that.
When I beat you down there, what you say? Oh
shit. I did. Oh. I'm sorry.
At least you know you're going to.
I'm not. What? I did not. Well, if I said down there, I ain't going nowhere because I don't believe in none of that stuff.
The atheists in the house.
Well, whatever.
No, you said you didn't want to be atheist. You want to be. What's that word? Help me out.
Agnostic. Yeah.
But I say you're atheist.
Well, you call me what you want. They'd call me worse.
I'm sure they have.
Listen, they'd have called me worse. But wherever I'm going to meet you.
Funny.
That is too funny.
But I don't know. I think the daddy really committed suicide. Now, whether they killed him and called it suicide, that might be on something.
You never know. Hayward, you never know. You just never know. I don't know.
But you see, what do you think about that? After 2 years, all our tax dollars, Mueller comes and doesn't make a decision, so he gives it to the new attorney general, who instantly, within less than 24 hours, says that it was all that President Trump is innocent of all obstruction charges. What do you think? You
know how I feel about all of this. If I stressed about it, I would just.
Oh, I'm not stressing. That's just what you think. Do you believe it?
It stresses me thinking about all this. Why? Because the world is just going to hell. Hell, I tell you.
There you go, that bleeding heart of yours. Your bleeding heart.
I mean, seriously, all I want to do, for real, all I want to do is just love and have a good time and just spread love and spread life and happiness. But I don't know.
Sounds like you want to have a lot of sex.
Well, not with everybody, but okay.
Just a few people?
A few.
Well, a lot of people?
One.
You said now everybody, which means you wanted a few people.
Oh my God, he's trying to say I'm out here about to have sex with everybody, y'all. Do not believe him, okay? I don't understand. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic because you're about to put me out here like I'm a little hoe or something on the street.
That is not. Look, I'm a little delayed in my reaction.
See,
the drink
catch up. Think I'm a hoe. That's why.
I had the process like doop doop doop. You know.
Whatever. Oh, so let's talk about this thing here. I don't know if I can do. I don't even know if you could do screen sharing before. Oh, you got to do screen sharing, I think, before you get in here. But I wanted to show y'all this thing. Maybe I can show you from the camera. But it's this thing called the Food Chubby. I don't know if y'all can see that.
That's pretty good.
The Food Chubby. And what it does, it separates your food for people that don't want their food to touch.
That'd be perfect for me.
You don't like your food to touch?
Nope. The liquids got to stay away from anything dry. And then people put that, like some people feel they plate up all the stuff touching. Then they'll put a dessert on top of that. That's like catastrophic. I can't eat it. I mean, catastrophic.
What?
Catastrophic. There you go. Catastrophic. Don't question me.
Cadillac. You want a Cadillac?
Not my car.
But listen, I'm not that anal about it. I do like my food divided. Like, I don't, I want it to look a certain way on the plate, but it doesn't matter if it touches.
Yeah, mine can't touch. Well, certain things can't touch, like collard greens and say butter beans. They can't touch, and they
why?
Those two different fluids. They're gonna mix the fluids together. They're own separate. Yeah,
collard greens shouldn't have a whole bunch of fluid on the plate.
Well, I mean, they're still gonna drain a little fluid off when you put them down, and then you like the meats can touch pretty much anything, any of the meat. I don't mind that touching. But breads, if I got some kind of cornbread can't touch anything.
Oh, now cornbread got to be on a separate plate because all the juice is going to make the corn. Unless now I do like when I do like a chili and I put the cornbread like on top and I kind of like pinch off the cornbread.
No, see, I can't mix bread and liquid together. Like that's a cardinal sin. Like if people at Olive Garden, they take the sticks and stick them in the soup, and then no, I can't. That's like soggy dough bread. It don't do nothing for me.
Well, touche. It doesn't bother me as much. I do like my plate to look pretty, but I just don't want to just slap it all on there.
What, gently place it on there?
Yeah, they'll be like, you know how they just throw stuff. Okay. Oh, we were supposed to talk about Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So a woman was burned by stuffed mushrooms at the Olive Garden. And she's suing the Olive Garden for $1 million. She claims that the stuffed mushrooms left her with burns. She was eating at Olive Garden. She ate a piece of stuffed mushroom. Her mouth began burning. She began to choke. She was unable to breathe. She managed to dislodge the piece of mushroom and went home. And then she later went to the hospital. She claims her throat began to close. She believed she was suffocating and her death was imminent. Eventually, she was taken from that hospital to a burn unit for treatment. Okay, so yeah, let me just say this.
So she legitimately got burned like so severe in her throat that she potentially got blisters that came up, and her throat started closing.
That's what she says. Yes.
And they have proof that all this happened.
I guess at the hospital. I guess.
I can't believe that.
My thing is, who fault it is your greedy ass eating a hot ass mushroom?
My thing is, what the hell did they cook these mushrooms with? Did they cook them and got them on a plate and got it to you and it was still that hot?
But it's people like her that it's their fault we don't get hot food when we go to restaurants.
I'm like, Jesus, how hot was that? That's got to be really hot. Like,
but you know, cheese would get hot as hell now. Cheese get hot.
No, these mushrooms aren't spicy. No, can't be that.
It ain't spicy. It's just the fact that
no, she's just an idiot.
She's an idiot. You eat a hot ass mushroom and it burns your throat.
Because I had hot food. Now I look at it like, whoa, that thing got a lot of steam on it.
Okay, just like Hagwood said, damn, who's swallowing whole hot mushrooms? Who the hell is swallowing a goddamn whole hot mushroom? Like seriously. And she's one of the reasons I get mad at this because I'm serious about my restaurant. I like to get my food hot, fresh when it's ready. Mm-hmm. They be letting that shit sit there because the food be hot off the press and they scared a stupid ass person like her.
Those Mexicans bring that sizzling plate, put it right by your hand. I had my hand down there, put it right on top of my hand like, son of a bitch.
But let me tell you, that fajita is an illusion. Now the plate is hot, but the food don't be that
hot. The hell if it don't. Boy, the thing will burn your mouth. You try to eat that thing as soon as you get it. I know. That'd be my number one thing. And those,
okay, somebody just asked you. So, Rod, have you ever had a biscuit and sopped it up with gravy?
Nope. Actually, I don't even eat biscuits. They're too dense.
You know, you talking to the no carb person. So I wouldn't even ask if you ate a biscuit or rice. Like this dude be tripping if you're trying to put rice in your mouth. Don't eat them carbs.
I mean, rice has no benefit. There's no nutritional reason to eat rice.
Somebody said, like the lady with the coffee at McDonald's. True.
How does she
like hot coffee. I don't want my coffee cold.
But that's the thing. You don't even, I mean, if you go and get coffee, it's coffee. It's supposed to be hot. Why does McDonald's got to put a sign on their cup saying it's going to be hot? For this dumb broad not to realize coffee was hot.
I totally agree.
And she got millions of dollars for that, too.
Talking about she was hungry. Shit, she probably was hungry, Natana. But my thing is, if I was hungry, if I was that hungry, and you put my plate and it's hot, and I swallow a hot mushroom, guess who thought that is? Me, not greedy ass.
But I'm still on this thing. I'm with you. Like, did you just put the whole mushroom in the mouth? And then most people will spit out hot stuff. She wasn't even swallow or chew. I mean, chew. She ain't got
on her tongue, and then she's like, whoa! And she just swallowed it, and it went down her throat. Dumbass. And then she wanted to damn sue Olive Garden. I'll sue her. Olive Garden should sue her
for being stupid. No doves allowed in this place. You know what's happening on the menu now? Please do not swallow any of our food.
We both said that. Let's drink to that. And thank you guys once again for joining us. For those who are just joining us, please share this on your page so people can laugh like y'all laughing and talk with us like y'all talking with us. Let's tell you what's in our drink again tonight. We have a very strong and
very good drink. It's very refreshing. We got some vodka, We got some Southern Comfort. We got tequila. We got some triple sec. We got some limes. We got some orange juice. And we finish it off with some almond liqueur. Bam!
I love that. That was a nice little song.
Well, thank you. I'm very, very good at singing.
I appreciate it.
God
what's that? God won millions from setting autopilot in his RV and went to the back to take a nap.
That's my marriage. That's something I would do too. I got autopilot.
Oh, let me just go
Oh
to
man,
sleep.
my friends
Who
know.
say go to sleep on autopilot? You're supposed to be behind the wheel on
I'll be
autopilot.
back there making a drink. I'll be dancing.
You know what?
I'm so glad I brought this RV. Got autopilot.
I agree. You would do something dumb like that. And that's why you
But
got
that's,
friends.
but
like
that's one
us.
hell of a wreck you got in that bet, boy.
Boy, you about to make me choke on this drink. Oh, Niall said you don't have a splash of Diet Coke today.
No, not today. Not this time.
Oh, somebody said no slow gin. No
No,
slow gin.
slow gin. Slow gin tripped me up. Slow gin.
Tripped him up right on
Tripped
your
me over.
speaker Saturday. Tripped him up right on your speaker Saturday, girl.
Have my sister slow.
We did karaoke. I had to tell the story, and I love him so much. We went out and did karaoke this weekend, and we've had a good time. We always have a good time, and I've never seen this before, but we singing, having a good time. Next thing you know, the song was over. I'm like, we cool. We walking off. Roger's like, oh, good. Tripping over. Everything was following. He was like, let's catch it because we didn't want to pay for that. Y'all, and we caught it. We caught it, y'all. Oh, boy.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Mike said he ran off a bridge.
Oh, he did.
Oy.
He did.
Oh, that's horrible.
His family got them millions of dollars.
Woo! I'm telling you, some people are just stupid. Some people slow.
But I'm telling you, that's one of the things you want to get recorded. Like, just see this RV going full speed, bridge right in front, just drives you off the bridge. You're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I would be looking like, okay, what's happening here, y'all?
That is hilarious.
Let's talk about some more stupid people, because you know that's our favorite type of people, stupid people.
I love them.
They just do stupid things.
I surround myself with game talk. Let me leave it alone.
Okay, an ex-officer says she was having sex while the child was dying in a hot patrol car.
A what?
A hot patrol car. So she was in the house having sex while her child was outside in a hot car.
In a patrol car.
Yeah, she was a cop. Cassie Barker left her 3-year-old daughter strapped in a car seat for 4 hours while Barker was with her then supervisor at his home. So she had sex with the supervisor, then fell asleep. God damn,
That's some good sex. She was trying to get her a promotion.
Apparently,
but that sex was so good.
She fell asleep.
She fell asleep.
Forgot about her daughter.
But it's a 3-year-old. Just bring the 3-year-old in the house and lock him in a room.
Oh, yeah. Lock him in a room. No, I wouldn't suggest that. But still
That's
bring
better
the
than
child
hot
in the
car.
house. Well, that's true too. She pleaded guilty to manslaughter. And she's spending 20 years in prison. God, you know what? Some people are just dumb. So the child was in there for 4 hours. She was with the supervisor in the home. The car was running with the air conditioner turned on, but it wasn't blowing cold air. Oh Lord. Oh.
Boy, she's levels to dumb.
Leveled up, dumb.
And I wouldn't even admit none of this. I'd be like, oh goodness. I'll make up some extravagant lie before I admit that I bring that child in the house.
Yeah, seriously, like you should have brought, if you want to get your groove on, bring the child in.
I mean, after I found the child dead, I would have brought the child in the house after that.
Oh, but now the
Ain't
cops
no
gonna
way.
find out the child was in the car. You can't trip forensics. I'm telling you.
Look, I do my best.
He's gonna you do your best. Nah, seriously, sex is good now. Don't get me wrong, but it ain't that good to leave my child in the car, in the hot car with the air. She know that air conditioner wasn't working. No, seriously, real talk. That's your car. You don't know your air conditioner not working.
But she was trying to get a promotion. I done told you.
Well, she could have got a promotion by bringing the child inside.
The supervisor's like, I want your child in this house.
Well, I would have had to meet up with
But who has their child in their patrol car anyway? Why are you using your work vehicle to drive your child around?
and to have sex with your supervisor.
Mhm.
Nasty.
Why I ain't judging her? She trying to get a promotion, but now she got a demotion to jail.
Talking about bring the damn child in. They know her ass got kids. That's true.
Well, maybe she didn't want the child crying and messing up her groove. Okay, she got to get the groove on.
Well, the child. So what? Lock the door. Have the child in there watching TV.
Mhm.
Do your thing. but you fell asleep. You forgot about the child. See, that's where you messed up.
She didn't know the dick game was that strong. It wasn't her fault. He put that dick on her.
She thought she was gonna whip it on him, but he whipped it on
She
her.
was like, "Woo!"
She got a promotion in jail.
Yeah, she did. Right on to the jailhouse.
Ooh, let me tell you.
No more dick for her.
Well, no.
What?
She be getting some, but it won't be dick.
It won't be dick.
Unless she gonna do it with the what you call them people? Parole, not
Well, I
the
mean,
prison guards. Yeah.
oh, you know she will.
Yeah, if she that desperate, yeah.
Yeah, you desperate enough for sex, leave your child in the car.
Oh, tell me now she got to worry about Big Bertha.
Oh, Big Brother, boy. Big Brother have it eating out every night, boy. Strap those legs around her head.
Oh God. Let's talk about these more dumb people. Preschool children punished by being forced to stand in the closet nude. What you got?
Let me hear it one more time now.
No, I'm not reading that title no more. 2 employees have been suspended with pay as police investigated a Head Start program for its unusual punishment. The teacher and the assistant allegedly told children to strip naked and stand in the closet for 5 or 10 minutes.
This makes no sense. What? So
You can't even talk.
how are they suspended with pay is the real question. What is the what? That's you make kids stand naked in a closet. This is worse than the kid peeing in the trash can from the classroom.
I'm burning that place down. That's the truth. Let me tell you, you mess with my child, just like the other one, like Roger was just saying. I think was it last week we talked about that or the week before?
Week before.
It was a teacher and the child had to use the bathroom. The teacher said, "No, you can't go to the bathroom. You're gonna have to pee in the trash can in front of the class." So the boy does pull this thing out or whatever, and he pees in the trash can, but in the process he pees on himself in front of the class. Then this bum ass teacher gonna put a trash bag over him and let him wear the trash bag all day and didn't even get him to change his clothes. Now let me tell you something. That was intentionally done to embarrass that child because you had a bad day or whatever shit ain't going your way and you mistreating children. Her ass would have got dealt with automatically. And I was like, you know what? See, that's why I'm gonna tell you, I love teachers. Don't get me wrong. It is hard to be a teacher. I just told the teachers that today. No amount of money would make me want to be a teacher.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, I'm serious. No,
they don't pay them enough.
They don't pay them enough. But even if they did pay them enough or pay them more, I wouldn't do it because my patience. I can't deal with. That's just not my forte.
Would you do to kids? Would you make them strip naked again in the closet?
That's why but I wouldn't do that line of work because that's not my gift. Like to deal with kids.
Yeah.
But you gotta love what you do in order to be a teacher, first of all. But that's not loving kids and loving what you do, making them stand in front of the class and piss in the trash can.
Anger and hate.
Something was going. Yes, somebody going to die.
Somebody gonna die.
That teacher would have a foot up her ass too.
Yeah, bump me even tell her no one's gonna know. As soon as my child tell me this happened and I got confirmation, she gonna get these hands.
And what's the purpose? And going back to the other story, what's the purpose of you getting them to stand naked?
Because the little pedophiles.
It's wrong for them.
Who want to see a naked kid besides a pedophile? The little pedophilic teachers.
I just think that, let me tell you, the world is, like I said before, they're going to hell.
Oh, there you go, bleeding hard again.
Because people just doing stuff for nothing. Because you miserable with your life. Let me tell you about miserable people. They going to do shit to make you miserable all the time. But a kid is innocent. And a kid can't fight back. But let you do something to adult, they're gonna punk your ass out. I'm trying to tell you, that's why people get into fights. That's why people on Facebook doing dumb ass shit because they pitiful and they pathetic and they sad about their own life and they doing shit to other people, but cross the wrong person and you understand they're gonna get dealt with.
Yeah, I agree with you now. But do you think these teachers are so crazy like this because they realize that no one values them?
That's still no excuse.
Doing something for year in, year out. Probably the most important job in the world, actually.
I agree.
A teacher taking the this new generation and trying to nourish them.
I agree.
And don't give no money. You sitting here and people, parents in your face yelling at you, and you're doing your best. You gotta buy your own supplies.
But have you ever heard the saying, hate begots hate? Just because you feel like you're not being treated correctly, just because, okay, so I'm gonna talk about myself because I had a job for years that I felt didn't appreciate me. I hate you. Listen, and I'm gonna be real. I had a job for years that I felt like they didn't appreciate me. They didn't value me. They didn't pay me enough. But that was no excuse for me to go to work and treat the people that I came in contact with that needed my help any kind of way. If you have any integrity about yourself, you wouldn't do that. And the thing about it is, if I really didn't want to be there, then fuck it, not come to work that day. If I had a bad day, I just didn't feel like, guess what? I ain't coming in today. And I get myself together. But you can't go and treat people any kind of way because you feeling some kind of way. That's not right. That and I know we're human and we have emotions and we have issues and problems. But then at the same time, just because you are being treated a certain way, what right does that give me to expel my hatred upon other people that are innocent? These kids are innocent.
That's true. I mean, I ain't making no excuse for the teacher.
I get it.
I'm just saying I can see how they could go left field like this. Go from I love my job, I love these kids, to strip naked and go in the closet. That's what.
But
besides
even
that
if you
part,
don't love your job, you need to love my motherfucking kid when they come in your class. I'm sorry. I don't care if they're a misbehaving kid. I don't care if they stress you out. Guess what? My kids stress me out, and I still love them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like you should. I mean, people need to get their life together. They either
there's something obviously off with a person that want to hurt a child, do these kind of crazy things anyway.
Hey, what's it? But you better call out 12 hours in advance. Whatever, you get what you can get.
Yeah, you might get an hour. You might get.
You get what you can get. I tell you, boy. But yeah, I mean that doesn't. Oh, let's talk about Wendy Williams.
Oh, talking about what now? Howard Stern?
Well, that was crazy. But let's start from the beginning. So, Wendy was out for this mall sabbatical, so to speak. To come to find out, she was kind of getting over an addiction that she had with cocaine.
Yeah, happens to the best of us. That's what they say.
That's what they say. I'm about to say because I don't know about that. But I guess she always had problems with addiction. And she admitted on her show that she was, I guess, like in a sober house. So after she gets finished the show, she goes to work out, she said, and then she goes to the sober house. Glad she's trying to get sober. Glad she's trying to do the right thing. But then Howard Stern somehow, tell me that story.
Apparently Howard Stern has a new book came out, and she was saying Howard Stern was he's changed since he's got famous. He's going Hollywood. He's not the man he used to be. He used to be this, he used to be that. Basically just promote his book, but at the same time saying that he's going Hollywood, which is insulting him. He's not like like she is, like they take what do you call?
Because he started off as like the shop.
They take gospel, yeah. Now he's, which I mean, he is a little dull to me, but I think that just comes with age. I mean, the man got to be there 60.
I mean, he used to be, but you got to understand now. I mean, he's been a shock jock for years. He was doing stuff that people wasn't doing way before you could even think of.
Oh, but I totally disagree with it. I still think he's takes things, goes to the extreme. I mean, but where can you go at these days? Back when he was in the 90s,
that was different. But now everybody doing everything.
Everybody doing it. What can you do?
Right now that
I mean, he was having sex on his live radio show.
I used to watch. Now I don't know, but I was like a kid, like maybe like a teenager, and he used to come on like late
HBO. 18. Yeah, I used to watch my HBO.
No, it wasn't HBO. Mine was like on regular like network TV, but it would come on like late at night.
Oh yeah, I saw.
I was in Philadelphia at that time, and so it would come on like Fox or whatever channel, like late, like 12-1, and I was like up sneaking and watching Howard Stern, and he would do all kind of stuff on that show, like make people have sex, be naked.
He was bringing midgets and all kind of stuff on there, doing
all kind of crazy stuff. Now he was on HBO.
That's what I saw showing. When HBO used to have like a lineup of naughty stuff. It was Howard Stern, it was Cab
Oh,
Car
Tasty Cab
Confections.
Confessions. That used to be the show.
It was they just show some crazy stuff they would show late at night.
Well, yeah, I used to sneak and watch that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My husband said he didn't have cable.
But Howard Stern went in on her. Y'all, we gonna have to post a clip on our page so you can see how Howard Stern just rips into her. He called her a tranny, peeing standing up.
Yeah.
All kind of cokehead.
He went in.
Talk about her husband cheating on her. I mean, he went all, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, he went in on her now. I want to talk about the story because I want to figure out how this matters.
Mm-hmm.
But MySpace admits to losing 12 years worth of music uploads. They apologize after a server migration caused a huge loss of data. Any photos, videos, or audio files uploaded more than 3 years ago may no longer be available. What does that matter?
Yeah, who uses MySpace? I didn't know it still was open.
Like, I don't even know why.
We know MySpace for me was actually funner, more interactive than Facebook is. Because I could literally make my own page, design it, have music to come on. It was more of a, like MySpace was my little piece of the server that I could do anything with it. Anytime somebody wanted my page.
I never was on MySpace.
Oh, he never used it?
I never was in MySpace.
I want to say a lot of people like indie music uses it now. A lot of people would make their own music.
It's still up there?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't know my password to log in anymore.
I'm not gonna lie, like during the MySpace era, I was more on Yahoo. And probably, I don't know if you remember Black Planet.
I remember, but I wasn't on it.
I was on Black Planet. And then they had this thing called College Club. I was on College Club.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wasn't on MySpace that much. And to be honest with you, when Facebook first came out, I made a profile, but then I deleted it. And then I never went back until 2009, when my daughter was born. And I felt like it was a necessity because, I wanted people to see my firstborn child. So to me, the MySpace thing is irrelevant. Who cares about it? Who cares if we lost music? I mean, to me, I don't care nothing about it. Okay, so let's see. It says, okay, what about the guy that kicked the old lady on the train?
What do y'all think about that? What?
First of all, I'm going to be real. It was bad, but the people that was recording it and watching it happen was even worse people.
Oh, so you saw it too? I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
Mm-mm.
Let me tell you, this dude was on the side. I don't know what this lady said, but to be honest with you, no matter what she said, she didn't deserve that. Roger, why? Why you always gotta make me laugh? But he was kicking the holy shit out of her, like literally. Like, I think it was it a white lady? I'm not sure. Oh no, she replying to Haywood. Real sex. Okay, sorry.
Oh, Real Sex. That was another good one.
Yeah. But let's get back to so he was like kicking her like like stumping her.
Yeah.
And then he walked off. But what was so bad is that the people that was recording was like, ooh, recording it and just let him walk out. Why are you going to sit there and record it, but then let him do it? Like, I could see if he was recording it for like witness purposes, like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop, get off. But you were recording it, just let him walk off the train. But he ended up getting caught, though.
Yeah, I mean, the world is so crazy now. In a situation like that, I really don't know what I would do because you don't know what a person carrying on. It's not like it's a crazy world.
I get that, but again,
but they were recording and hyping, so it's totally different when you're.
Thank you. Now I can see if you was just sitting there minding your business, like, right? But you're recording it, and you're like, oh man.
You know what? Obviously, I'll be laughing, probably. You know my bad sense of humor.
Cowards. I agree. Hey, we're cowards. I feel like they shouldn't. And if it put it like this, it was more than just him. Put it like this: it was other people on the train, right? He can't hurt everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you used to take one person to stand up finally. I
mean, it's true. Like, we got to do better. We just got to do better. But they really hurt, and then it's like she was just wiping blood and tears.
People are just more. He was beating up that bad.
Yes, you're seriously right. It was bad. It was terrible. Bad. And I'm so sorry. We just gotta do better as society. Oh my gosh.
Darn. What she say to him? I want to know what she said.
I don't care what she said. I mean, I get what you're saying, but it don't.
She might have about to expose this deep dark secret of his. He had to take it down.
I mean, you know what, Roger? I'm gonna do something to make you laugh.
What?
It says Cardi B will make her movie debut as a stripper.
Yeah. You sure it's not an old tape?
In a film with Jennifer Lopez. Listen, I knew you was gonna dog my girl Cardi B.
I like Cardi. I met, you know, after that award show, she came out and she won that Grammy. I was
impressed because she did a wonderful performance.
Well, no, it was.
She's better than Nicki Minaj.
No, her performance wasn't better. Nicki do better performances on the stage. Her now you gotta give her that. But it's just her realness.
She performed shit lately because she's been canceling concerts. But anyway,
she probably getting a new surgery, make her butt look better or something.
I hope it look better because if it get any bigger or lumpier,
darn, you hate her.
Back up. Yes,
haters gonna hate. Just like you hate on those Patriots, Pat Nation.
Well, the tight ends look pretty good when you posted it on Facebook. Anyway, but
look, I see as a Cowboy lover listening.
That's okay.
You gotta throw that hate out there.
That's okay.
Yeah, they won't be going to the Super Bowl in 2020 either. Just throw that out there.
Y'all might not be going, so don't talk shit until you get there.
I mean, we done been there 6 times. I mean, any more would just be.
If I didn't want to waste this perfectly good drink, I would spill it on you.
Ooh, don't mess with my white shirt. I only got a few of them.
Hey, Keish.
What's up, girl?
Listen, someone was about to say, oh, so I wanted to see Cardi B because she's coming to Columbia, but it says Cardi B and friends, so it does not tell you who's coming. I'm thinking she's just going to add them on as she can.
Yeah, probably local artists or something.
Local artists are either artists that are close to the vicinity. But those tickets before tax in the nosebleed section were like $80-something. I was like, I love Cardi B, but after tax and stuff, it's going to be like $100-something. And I was like, and I had already bought tickets to LMA. I was like, I'm just going to go see LMA.
Yeah. LMA will be good, though.
Oh, Keisha said, button that shirt up.
Girl, this is... that ain't look that good just now. Hey, look, rewind that, please.
Ain't no rewind. This is live in action. Live in action. That is just too funny, child. No. Oh, no. Now you want to straighten it up. Whatever.
Don't worry about me.
Whatever. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Oh, how about those cows that was loose in
Orangeburg? Where did the cows come from? Those what I couldn't figure out. They
fell off the trailer.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they fell off the trailer. And one of them broke their leg, and they was kind of like trying to get back. But them cows was all over 301.
Duh, I was wondering what was going on. So the cows fell off of a vehicle, which that was funny. Now, what's this you got me about uterus? Just sit there, that uterus.
Oh, the uterus. So a lady actually gave her uterus to a lady that couldn't have a baby. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Mom of 5 donates her uterus to another person. So ladies that are in the room, if you had a stranger or a friend or family member that needed your uterus and you have already had your children, you're done with your uterus, so to speak. I don't know who actually would ever be done with the uterus because it is an essential part of your body, but
just for carrying a baby.
That is true. Would you donate your uterus to a person that's having trouble having a baby? So she actually, this woman donated her uterus to an anonymous woman.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a huge burden as a female feeling like you are falling apart and that you're meant to have a child.
I guess you're not meant to have a child. Oh.
Y'all, I don't know what I'm going to do with this dude right here. I don't know. So, okay, so said no, they wouldn't donate their uterus. I don't know because I've been there. I've been in a place where I thought I couldn't have children. And I felt incomplete because I didn't. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how compelled I feel. I don't know.
I can't really speak on that one in general.
I got you because you don't have a uterus. So let's so let's talk about it from a different perspective. So let's say you were married and your wife couldn't have children. You guys were trying. Would that be an option for you and your wife? If your wife was like, honey, I want to...
It just seems extreme. Just why don't we just find a woman that will just carry
Oh, so like a surrogate.
surrogate? Yeah.
Oh, so I wonder if men could donate their testicles. Would you donate your testicles? Like, if you already were done with
Why
them.
would I do? I just shoot in a cup and they'll freeze them. And
Nah, but he wants to actually like put it on his body and do the work.
that's just strange. Guess no.
Okay, so our producer said he would donate his testicles.
I'm not having any kind of surgery that don't benefit me.
Because they're selfish ass. Because you're selfish.
That's the first. You're going to the knife for no benefit to you.
But it's benefit to somebody else. You're helping somebody else.
Okay.
Okay, so Tana said no, she wouldn't donate her uterus. I ain't gonna lie, I can't say yes or no.
I can
It's
see
a
if a
noble
woman-
thing.
I can see if a woman was like, after I have this baby doctor, I want you to do a hysterectomy, because some people do that. They get to have the baby and get a hysterectomy right at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can see you donating it then. But just to go have a surgery to donate your uterus for no reason, perfectly good uterus is no
somebody else can
endometriosis, there's no
use?
fibroids on it.
Well, somebody else can use it. What we gonna do with it after we carry a child?
I mean, might carry another one. I'll
Once
just
you
let
done,
it
you
sit
done.
there and be pretty and shoot out blood. I don't know.
Oh my God. Well, you're petty. And speaking of petty,
Mhm.
let's talk about petty Sierra. Sierra files a petition to change her son's name from to Russell Wilson Jr. So the child that she has with Future, she wants to change that son's name to Russell Wilson Jr.
Darn, that's and from the outside, it seems like he does more for the child than the real daddy. You know what I mean?
I get it.
That's what it looks like, but I don't know what really goes on behind the scenes.
I got you.
But from a standpoint,
But he petty as hell though.
yeah, from a standpoint of
Outwardly.
his, because on Instagram, I follow her and I follow him,
Mhm.
and it just seems like he's with the children are really intricate. I don't see the children on the real daddy's.
Mhm. My thing is this.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think she kind of overdoing it.
Mhm.
Unless,
But I don't know the
unless
purpose of changing
Future
his name.
did not want to be in a child's life and Russell wanted to adopt a child, that's
Mhm.
one thing. But if she's doing it just to be funny, that's wrong. Even though Future has come out on several platforms and literally like dogged her to,
Mhm.
and him actually,
Then he
calling him
recently
whipped
called her whipped. Yeah, him
and
whipped.
all that. I mean, he do
But
the
look how
most
Sierra
now.
look. She is whipped. I mean,
You know
look.
He be doing the most, but for her to just do that, I can see like if he didn't want anything to do with the child, he wasn't taking care of the child, and Russell was doing everything, and she decides that she wants Russell to adopt the child. Yes, but for her to just plain do it because of spite, nah.
Mhm.
Somebody said exactly. That's ignorant. They will all grow older and wiser, and maybe will become a better father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see the point of changing his name anyway. It's no
Yeah,
point.
I mean, if he's taking care of him, that's great. I mean, to change the name, I'm like, whatever. I don't know. That's just a little extra to me. I wouldn't do it. I don't care if the man was taking care of the child or not, but I would let my husband or whoever I'm with adopt the child if he wanted nothing to do with the child.
But usually when you adopt them, they change your last name to your name anyway.
It depends, I guess, on what you want to do.
Okay.
So, Enterprise employee admits to spiking co-workers' drinks with LSD because they had negative energy.
That's what's up.
So what is this? Missouri? Yeah, Arnold, Missouri. Authorities say a 19-year-old Enterprise employee doses his co-workers with LSD. The man reportedly told the police he did it because they had negative energy. The police were called to the branch after workers reportedly started feeling dizzy and shaky. The man was arrested. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. I just can't understand what anyone would think about doing something like this. The co-worker admitted to put the drug in the water bottles of two co-workers and a third in their coffee.
That is too
It's
good.
just a crazy kind of thing that's going on. Look, I sound like the people. You're going to have an increased heart rate and a temperature and high blood pressure. It's been described as causing the shakes and tremors.
That's too funny.
Listen, he like, y'all bitches bringing down my vibe. I need the dose.
I mean, so he took water bottles with LSD and then gave them to the people.
What's up, Jamie? Woo-hoo.
So my thing is, did they not unscrew the bottles and realize that all the screws it was already popped?
But you know what? That's why you got to be careful. Like, why are you? If you drinking water, the thing don't go. You know that it's not. It's open.
They didn't release like the camera footage from inside that building. I wonder what like what
They like
in that dancing like ooh, and the customers coming in like, what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me. You want to get a car?
that's what I say. Hey, like honestly, like if I was devious like that, I'd be like, scoop, scoop, scoop. Have a good day. Have a good day.
I don't know why the man admitted it. He should just go on with it.
But I mean, they was gonna find out he did it anyway. I mean,
That is too hilarious.
but I think it's funny because
That is
I ain't gonna
funny.
lie, coworkers can't break it down. Look, I love my coworkers.
How about the old ones?
I love them too.
Okay, just want to put that out
Now my immediate ones, but the mother was I probably would have scooped
there. What does that mean?
like that.
Oh, you was good. Oh, you was Sweatshirt.
Yeah, like
Okay.
anyway, boy. Okay, what we got? 19 minutes. Let's see.
No, those culottes.
Okay, man arrested for keeping a 86-inch flat screen TV that was mailed to his home by mistake.
What he arrested for? The idiot? An idiot?
Because he kept the screen that was mailed to him. It wasn't his.
Who wouldn't?
They surrounded his house and knocked on his door with flashlights coming through all the windows.
All that for the...
They told me to come outside and then they handcuffed me. Mimo said that he originally bought and paid for a 74-inch flat screen TV on Amazon, but when the 86-inch arrived, delivered by a third-party shipping company, he chose not to return the larger model. The police found it mounted on his wall. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. But what is he arrested for? Did the package have his name on it? And then and I don't believe in that whole.
Right, so the shipping company disagrees. They allegedly made numerous calls to Mimo before they finally sent the police. Several days before his arrest, the police attempted to question him. I answered what questions I could without putting myself in jeopardy. The shipping company claims that Mimo signed for the incorrect delivery. He also said that he never informed them that he was someone he was not. Yeah, that's a little extra, ain't it?
I mean, to come through his house.
It's from Amazon? That's your company, ain't it?
What is it? You know I'm Amazon for life. That's Amazon. Woo, woo.
Amazon.
Take my money because I need my
F
Amazon
Walmart,
Prime.
F Walmart.
Now we ain't gonna do that because
F
Walmart my second
F
now.
Walmart.
Leave Walmart alone.
Hate Walmart.
I can't survive without Walmart. I can't live 5 miles from a Walmart. I need Walmart.
Nope, they can go away.
They will go nowhere.
Walmart. Y'all need to stop shopping at Walmart.
Ooh. Not for your ridiculous reasons.
What is my ridiculous reasons?
Some kind of ridiculous. I don't speak ridiculousness, so I can't tell you your reasons.
You speak ridiculousness every day.
Nope.
That's
What about this Michael Jackson thing you got going on right
Oh,
there?
Lord. Barbara Streisand.
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 Robert Streisand.
Streisand. Barbara Streisand. What's she saying? Feelings. Ain't that one of those songs? Nothing more than feelings.
I don't know that. I don't know that song.
Anyway,
I know she sing a song for like West Side Story.
I love West Side Story. That's my show. But anyway, Barbara Streisand, profoundly sorry for Michael Jackson comments. So they got updates on here. So let me back up. So Barbara Streisand believes Michael Jackson was a child molester, but she also believes that his victims got a bonus and the sexual attacks didn't kill them.
That's true.
Streisand, oh boy.
That's all
Streisand
true,
was
wasn't it?
interviewed by the Times in the UK. And I'm going to tell you, the UK be getting these people when they go overseas and they interview for these places. They be saying something totally different than they would say in the US. But that's another story.
But my thing, why can somebody not say something that's true and then get...
Anyway.
And
they
you disagree?
No, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
And share some bizarre thoughts about MJ and the two accusers featured in Leaving Neverland. Wade Robertson and James Safechuck. Streisand seemed sympathetic to Jackson, saying his sexual needs were his sexual needs coming from whatever childhood he has or whatever DNA he has. She believes Robertson and Safechuck were indeed molested by Michael Jackson, saying that the HBO documentary was painful to watch. That said, she went on to dismiss the horror of child molestation, saying, "You can say molested, but those children As you heard them say in the documentary, they were thrilled to be there. They both married and they both have children, so it didn't kill them. She said, I feel bad for the children. I feel bad for them. I blame, I guess, the parents who would allow their children to sleep with him. Why would Michael need these little children dressed like him and in the shows and the dancing and the hats? Streisand says Jackson once asked her to do a duet, but she turned it down. So, an update as of 6:40 p.m., Barbara issued a statement adding an apology saying, I'm profoundly sorry for any pain or misunderstanding I caused by not choosing my words more carefully. She didn't mean to dismiss the trauma these boys experienced in any way.
I don't think she said nothing wrong the first time. She was completely frank and honest. Michael Jackson, it's all come down to parents who were terrible parents. To leave their child with some man who's known as a sex offender. Well, not as a sex offender, but has all these. Everybody talk about him being a sex offender.
Yeah, we've talked about that before, and
so it's kind of like it is on the parents.
I wouldn't.
And the boys are good.
And I don't care. I would be right there in their face. They'd be wondering why their mama be because I'm their mother. And we talked about that before. Like, oh, you want to fly my daughter out because what she got tailored? Oh, great. Where's my plane ticket? Oh, you're not buying me one? Okay, what flight you booking? Delta. Okay, exactly. What time? And I'm going to buy a flight and we're going to go like this together. There's no excuse for me to just send my child off with a grown person. I don't care if they Michael Jackson,
unless you want money. Exactly.
Billy Idol. Now, it doesn't justify the abuse now. Don't get me wrong.
And this isn't nothing new. Why is also people just like with R. Kelly, people acting so brand new? And why? This isn't new. We all on my Facebook
timeline that love R. Kelly and still like go to bat for him, and that's fine.
But I'm not debating. I mean, I enjoy his music. I'm not gonna dislike any of his songs because what I already knew he was doing.
Yeah, that's true. We all knew this a long time ago when he was pissing on kids and married.
Yeah, I could see if something new came out. Like, oh man.
I agree with that. Like that, just like with Michael Jackson, we already knew, what was going on with him. But I think that we just let things slide because of people's stature and power and fame. But where these parents was. Now, I ain't gonna lie, with the R. Kelly thing, with him keeping these women, I don't care nothing about that. If these grown women, they want to be in a sex cult, let them be. Mm-hmm. They grown.
Yeah.
If they not getting hurt or abused, and he keeping them and just having sex with them and they like it, go for it. I mean, I'm just saying that's just my opinion. As long as he's not hurting them. But I do believe that people can be manipulated mentally. What is
that rain?
Oh, I'm
like a curtain. I never
knew. Girl, bye. But
I mean,
to each his own.
The whole Michael thing.
But kids,
why is daughter out here trying to kill herself? Now, she know these things true. She right here trying to cut her wrist, need the hospital, then refusing to get.
She never looked well.
Then she refusing to get therapy. I'm like,
she never looked well to start with, so I can't really.
What you mean look well?
Like she just looked like something was always kind of like a little wrong with her. Like they should have been watching her like for a long time, because she just don't look well. She had always looked kind of like sick, and I don't know. That's just my opinion.
She looked regular to me.
She looked well. You like your women sick looking.
No, I like them to be in shape. Okay, that like vegetables more than they like desserts.
You're
okay?
vegetable.
Vegetable.
You're vegetable.
You're vegetable.
But I hate you.
I hate you.
Why did I do that? I have no idea. Anyway, let's see let's talk about the. I want to hear what you got to say about this. So, White Chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the movie White Chicks from a long time ago? So people are rewatching White Chicks, and they're getting offended.
I mean, that's early 2000s, 90s movies. They were offensive as hell.
I guess because they're saying like, well, why can black people dress like white people? I'm sorry, did I say that right? Why can black people dress like white people? But if a white person were to do that, it would be offensive.
But none of that is acceptable right now. It's not acceptable for a white person, black person, brown person to dress like any other.
Because I ain't gonna lie, it was straight legit as shit when
That's not acceptable anymore.
When what's the dude that play Iron Man?
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
When Robert Downey Jr. played a black man in Tropic Thunder, that it was hot. But like,
It was
would
hilarious.
Would it be acceptable now?
No, that day it won't be acceptable. Something has happened with these bleeding heart liberals that just can't take a good joke anymore. Can't enjoy life anymore.
Why are you pointing at me?
You're bleeding heart liberal.
I don't care about that.
Just like you said, I can't dress like Indian anymore because I offended people.
It was always offensive. No,
it was not offensive back then. It was
all
back when I went to social. Was it social? I can't remember the class. It was a class
because certain things was passable because we let it slide. This is my thing. If you dress like a person's culture, you're offending a culture. Bottom line. You should not dress like an Indian for Thanksgiving.
Well, no, not for Thanksgiving. I mean, I'll pick a pilgrim if I was. You shouldn't even do it. Well, I'm just picking that. Why can't I dress as a pilgrim? America was made by pilgrims.
That's why it's wrong. This is what I'm saying. You can't do it for Halloween.
No,
because that's a person's like heritage, like even the.
But I'm not dressing on it for Halloween. Okay, why does it like I can't remember what the class was.
So indigenous people's day or month.
Mm-hmm.
You go to school, you dress like an Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Why you can't bring a real like Native American? And
can't find them. We didn't push them out to so many camps around the United States.
See, that's what makes it wrong in general. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's wrong.
That's a joke.
Nah, but it's true.
But I mean,
you joking, but it's true.
Indigenous people did. What I'm saying is like when I was in a lot of people you probably were used from too. But at school I went to, we had a class that went there. I think it was like South Carolina history or something like that. And we had to do projects, and each person picked something in the class to
but you can
teach us
represent it without dressing like it. You can bring something from that period.
But a lot of people dress like the people. They would say something the people would
just
say.
like you said, it was maybe acceptable then, but it's not acceptable now.
Well,
we let a lot of shit.
Totally
was slavery acceptable then?
Huh?
I mean, slavery was acceptable then, but now, see, things change. It evolves.
That's a whole different situation.
No, but what I'm saying is, what's acceptable?
You can't compare enslaving people and forcing them to do things you want to me dressing as something to teach people in class.
The point I'm trying to make is that what was acceptable then, because people just thought it was just okay to do shit because they did it, is not now. And things evolve. People change. People get knowledge. People get wisdom. People like, look, we're tired of your shit. We're not taking it. And stop.
But it wasn't an insult to the culture. I wasn't going to making a joke, dancing around, do scoot up, maybe.
It was. Yes, it was. You was in your history class. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, you was. Lies.
No, I did not do that.
Yeah, it is.
May have done that for a few jokes, but now in that class, I would have not got
I wouldn't dress as a person's like culture, or for not Thanksgiving, for Halloween. I just wouldn't do it.
Well, that's different for Halloween. Halloween, you're going to dress as something just to be something for one day.
I get what you're saying.
It's not anything more than that.
But I don't care.
But for me to go to further culture to explain people what something about, teach them something about them, and I'm wearing the clothes that the people would wear. I can see when they put a wig on, put some makeup on, a face lighter, so like an Indian. They're not pushing it. But if I'm just putting on their garb, just clothes they would wear with a little head rag, and I'm just trying, this is what they make, this is what the chief wore, say he was a chief. I don't see what's wrong with that. And you can never tell me there's nothing. I don't care if somebody came dressed as a slave. If they just trying to further the teaching of it.
How about that lady that we talked about a couple of months ago for Black History Month? She dressed like in African garb, but she had painted her face dark,
painted her face, and she was trying to talk like the people. So she took it too far. Once you start painting your face and change what you look like, then you start to blur these lines.
So let me ask you about and we gonna go way back. Rachel, is it Dolezal?
I don't know.
I think her name. Yeah, it is the lady that act like she was black for like years.
Oh yeah, she made it to the top. She was like the
NAACP, like vice president chapter or some president
like the leader
of her chapter wherever she lived.
Yeah.
Do you feel like she was wrong?
No, she was totally lying about who she was. Now she looked the part.
Yeah.
She made her hair look kinky, and she already had a dark complexion.
And she helped the culture.
And she did. Yeah, but she lied about who she was. There's no way around that.
I feel like, I saw a documentary on her. I don't know if it was on Netflix or.
Yeah, Netflix had one of her.
She pitiful now.
Yeah, she's like pretty much bump status.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was.
I don't think she should have been brought down that much.
Hers though is totally different because she literally falsified who she was.
But for the love, I don't think she did it maliciously. I think she did it for the love of the culture.
But look at the embarrassment you brought the NAACP.
Now that I can agree. But you helped the NAACP.
Shame of it that it took a white woman to get them going. That's what everybody gonna say. You couldn't do it on your own. Had a white person had to come get you there. Which is true, unfortunately.
I agree that she was wrong, but then at the same time, I mean, damn, nobody supported the white people, the black people. I mean, she had nobody to go to.
I mean, who going to support you? You trade on one race and you insult the other race. I mean, you got nowhere to go. You know, when the blacks on the accept you really a poo-poo hill, that boy. So we'll take anything.
Yeah, we'll take anything.
That's always
who we taking?
I'm just saying, throughout culture, even back in the day, you go back to when the slaves would sleep with the masters would sleep with the black slaves. Mm-hmm. They had the baby. The white people disowned. They didn't want it. Black people took it right on them.
Yeah. But hated on them because they were light skinned.
Good with yellow people. Those little brass angles, they better than us. Look, they pee backwards. The pee sitting, the men pee sitting down.
Y'all, I want to thank each and every one of you for our first live podcast. I'm honestly like emotional right now.
Here we go.
Because
that's a nice teeth though. Smile.
I am honestly emotional right now because I want to thank y'all for look, I got hearts coming up. I want to thank y'all for y'all support and being there and sharing. Thank you to all our friends and our associates for watching and commenting. Y'all don't know how much this means to us because we were just talking, I think that was maybe this weekend with some people. This is what we do on a regular day. When he comes over, we're watching wrestling and we're just talking about politics, life, debating. Like, this is over a drink. This is what we do. And we laugh all the time just at each other. And we like, you know what? Why not make a podcast?
Spread the love.
Just spread the love about what we talk about and what our mind goes through and what we do on a regular day. And it came out to be a really good idea, just being us and do what we do on a regular. There's nothing forced. There's nothing false about it. There's nothing pretentious about it. It's just us doing what we love to do. Talk, take a drink, shoot the breeze,
and laugh.
So we want to thank y'all for y'all support. Please follow us on this page at Turning the Templars Loose. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Templars Loose. Share our podcast, please, with your people that you would think would appreciate good conversation.
Drink you.
And would appreciate us and appreciates good drinks because that's what we do. And thank you for your support, guys. We love y'all. Thank you. You know, I'm a lover. I'm not sure about Roger, but
I'm an anarchist. Is that a word?
Anarchist?
I don't think that's a word.
I don't know what you would have called yourself.
I'm Roderick.
He's Roderick.
I'm Roderick.
And I'm a lover. And I love each.
I officially made my name an adjective. I am great.
Well, you can be great. I'm great too.
90 seconds.
Oh, we got 90 seconds. Look, the lady scared him, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give you guys a round of applause. And until next time. Bye. Hey.
Get it.
Come on, let's bump it, y'all.
60 seconds.
We know, lady. Turn the Templars Loose on a Monday. Let's make it oh so fun day. Drinking, talking, laughing, tripping out. That's what the Templars are all about. Pour your drink, sit back and relax. Right here, Monday, 7:30 is where it's at. Tipping the topics. Come on, let's go. Let's dive in. Enjoy the show. Hey.
Turn the Templars loose. Ow.
turn the tipless loose. Oh, Niall said that is a word. Hey,
Oh,
turn
I'm
the
so smart.
tipless
I be coming these words out the. I be vocabulary
loose.
beats. Thank you, now.
Whoa,
So smart.
whoa, turn the tipless loose. Thank you for the love, guys.
Loose.
Hey, hearts, thumbs up, hearts, thumbs up, hearts. Hey. Bye, guys. We'll see you
Later.
on Monday at 7:30. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Hold up.